Alright, if you are watching this video, that means that you missed class for sculpture where we made a paper box. So this first video is going to show how to make the bottom of the box, and then the second video you'll want to look at is how to make the lid, so then you can make your paper box. So what you're going to need is a piece of white printer paper. If you don't have that, you can get just a piece of like notebook paper at home. Some scissors if you have them. If you don't have them, I'll show you what you can do instead. And then a pencil if you may need it during this demonstration. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one corner of this paper and we're going to fold it to the bottom so that this corner does not go past. It lines up here, and that this point, the two edges come together nice and sharp. If they come apart like this, you need to roll it closer, line it up, and then you're going to crease down the sides with your finger, or you can take the back of your scissors or something that's kind of flat and make a nice crease. So to make this box, we're going to fold it in a style called origami. And origami likes to have paper that is in a square shape. So now that we've folded this corner over, we need to cut off this rectangle piece. So with scissors, you can cut along this line. If it's hard for you to see that line or that edge, you can draw with a pencil so that line pops up, and you're going to cut across this line. If you don't have scissors, what you're going to do is you're going to take this rectangle piece and you're going to make a fold where that edge is, and you're going to go back and forth making your fold, and then you're going to lightly follow down that line, tearing it apart, okay? But just for time purposes, I have scissors, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up against the edge of this triangle that I folded and make sure that it's nice and straight. So now you're going to open this up, and we have one crease. Now we need to make another crease to make an X. So you're going to take one of the corners that has the crease on it, and you're going to pull it to the opposite side so that those corners match up. And once they match up, you're going to crease this down. And with origami, it's a lot easier to fold if you have really crisp edges. So if you take the back of your fingernail and put pressure down and rub or bring it along here, or the back of your scissors and bring them along, or a ruler, just something flat, that'll make a really nice crisp fold. So after that, you're going to open it, and you can see that we have an X in the middle. Now that we have an X in the middle, we're going to pull down each of the four corners to the middle and make a fold. If it's hard for you to see where the middle is, this is where you'll take your pencil, see where all those folds meet in the middle, and then you can make a teeny tiny little dot. So you're going to bring each corner to the middle and crease. So just make sure you're bringing it all the way to the middle. And after I bring all the corners in and crease them, I'm going to go back over them with my fingernail or the edge of my scissors to make those creases really nice and crisp. Okay, now that we're at this point, these edges should be kind of popping up like this. So now you're going to take the right side and the left side, and you're going to bring this whole edge over to the middle to crease. If you see, we already have a crease here from before, so use this crease to help line up this edge into the center when you fold. So I'm going to bring it over, line it up with that middle crease. Make sure the top and the bottom are flush with the edges, I'm going to crease. And I'm definitely going to press this down really well since the paper's thicker. And then I'm just going to rotate this so that my dominant hand is on this side for folding. I'm going to bring this edge over, bring it into the middle, and then crease that down. Okay. Now, we're going to open this up, and we have these two nice creases here. Now we need to make one on the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to turn my paper like this. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to bring the right and the left side to the middle and crease. So line it up, those creases from before. Press down with pressure to get that crease nice and crisp. And then you're going to open it up again. Okay, so now your paper should look like this. If it does not and you don't see all of these distinct folds, you need to go back in the video and make sure you have all these folds. Otherwise, from here on out, it's going to be difficult for you to make the bottom of your box. So now that we have kind of our square, you're going to take the top and the bottom corners and you're going to open them up. So now, if I kind of make it bigger, you've got kind of this gemstone shape. All right? So now we're going to start constructing the walls or the sides of our box. So we're going to take this whole entire edge and we're going to fold it over and make a nice crease and then stand it back up, and that's going to act as our first wall. Flip it around, pull this side over, crease it down, and then you're going to pop this side up, and now we have two sides of our box. This next part is the trickiest part, so if you need to rewind it to kind of rewatch a couple of times, you'll want to do that, okay? So if it helps to take a pencil and make these marks, you can follow along with me. So what you want to do is there's a crease right here. So if you've got these middle edges right here, this is going to be the bottom of our box. So if I draw a line along this crease, and then I go up and I see there's another crease, this whole rectangle is my side or my wall, however you want to call it. So if you push this side in, can you see how there's a little square here? Where these creases are, I'm going to draw two lines, and then I'm going to draw a line from the top left to the bottom right. And then this is going to help us fold in just a minute. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to just fold this down. I'm going to see where my creases are. I'm going to make little lines across here. And then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to make a line from the top right down to the bottom left. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now it should look like this. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring up this whole side to make a corner of our box. Okay, so I'm going to just put my box right here, because this angle is what we're going for. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the side of this wall, and you see where this crease is right here? We want this crease and this crease to touch each other to make this corner. So since we have this line, that means on that line, you're going to press this in. So I'm holding the wall with my thumb, I'm pushing that in, and then I'm taking my other hand and I'm trying to push together those edges to make that corner. Okay, so you're going to hold this edge, put your finger on that diagonal line, push with your finger, take your other hand, pull that edge up where I have the X to have those touch and make your corner. Now if you look, this is kind of popped up. Hold the corner tight and then just crunch this side down. All right? So you can go back and watch that as many times as you need to. I'll do it over here. And then you're going to fold down this entire thing. So this rectangle is the same size as our wall. Now pull this completely over and gently kind of roll and crunch it over and then press the bottom in. And you have your third wall. So again, if you need to back up to watch the steps, you can do it as many times as you need to. So I've got my square right here. I know that that diagonal line I drew means I need to push it in. And then I'm going to pull up so that these edges meet like this. And then I'm going to crease. I'm going to do that on the opposite side. Like this. Crease on the inside. Oh, my edge is popping up, so I'm just going to push it back down. And now just like before, I'm going to fold this entire piece down like this and push in the bottom. And now I have the bottom of my box. So the next thing you'll want to do, either in pen or with a pencil, you're going to write your name. You're going to write your block, so whether it's blue 2, whatever it is, and then I'll know that this is your box. Okay? So this is the bottom of your box, and now you need to construct the top part of your box. So you will want to look at the next video, and then you'll be able to assemble your box. If you have any questions, please email me, and thanks for watching.